Order for a higher Lordson TV. Now, if we say it's so a very NDC for an hour and a day, so Saka violence, kwa nekoso. Eya kwa yese. The amount for business say NDC they are violent, no. NDC members na amana no kre. Because and now better say akwashe ha. Ochana better say achiwe, ochana better say ashutuwe. Obuase incident see enche. And saying any it is the youth of voter see a sidelining almost in appointments. Almost a party office. Afe the has had to be and I say Bamboi, President John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, ni Kurumwan Kasa. Almost about a bushing fee akoye sakasaka session yema bi ho. Then you say almost MP. Ya sidelining no. Ya sidelining almost MP. Amomo de bufu sa niema ensem fatay. Yanko ne yanko nti omo reasons ntia omo yesa.
No pay bullet saying.
On the pay bole Bamboi boko.
Now, what is the issue? Ada India Sema, what's happening? Adana Mubufu Muankasa Modeshe Agana for Shemu and Munyamsia, Wabenyam and Penny. Why this disturbance is our Bole Bamboi?
Yo, Opayano pay me Faquina so atia, what you for, and our chef winner. I don't pay NDC Mabuna Bole Bamboi, ask them 8 years. Then I walk cano. Down I was a party in the AM. Penny for say one casa with him one. You are you bonny. Boss, you will chrome 2012. I now yet to about Edema, your man Pena, and that's out to about man. Now you sure any more can say, Anya, you know. Yes, so Bole Bamboi, and Kaya Sabeka Bibi. Now, at least, say, Yantiman call man Penny Hokra. Party ma, Yantiman call man Penny Hok direct, no. And your minister bia. It's a fire how Eddie Aquanin change. A child for the past 4 years, Yanyashi. So, Anyashi. Now, Shabianca 2016, no. Never ye am I. 2016, Eddie free Abem. Namin charge ye, it's up to Abba, as a way, the Bampina. It was the way Anyashi, no, a idea. Now, Anka last 4 years, ye, a beshe Nanka, Dynama, Sena, Nema, a 4 years. I been more far one before. Say abano kwa mun tribute no matter about abama NDC ya Bole Bamboi ya nyaso mfaso bia no na nka ye hwese anka ye last time ye man peni abaidie party peni fo behwe na nka o master channel man nka ma ye nyama yi o peni men dada o e magunu bufu a ebu afu nyina no anya se bia se na binimu kan so anka mo no anya hwe ye man peni that one alone is enough no. And I say, no, your MP issue statement. I catch say the MP, the Mahama na yanya no. I was at least yanije. Yeah, what kind of say Mama alone is enough for us. And we want him, the MP, to know say Mama alone is not enough for us. Because penny say na kano na say obia betie yasem na what in here. So na social ranking members are our parliament. Our Imam Penny Akufo-Addo Tama. Your NDC MPs are my ranking members. Those people have been appointed to become MPs on their various committees. The MP I can honorable RDC. He was a ranking member on trade. Yes, you say Anya you know, and Kasa position there, and penny for engine free and some. And penny for and him edges up post free and some. Now I should at least know yeah, share last minute here airbase listen. Ebia na mpanyinfo obutainti a omoyenisa endra list no sabaya opanyini ye MP na waboa yen for 8 good years men dada boss for 8 good years uba Bole Bamboi ya kwan so a uf the car if you Bole eko Bamboi it will take you 3 hours adentia omoya kwan na maye kwan na the NDC in Bole Bamboi will not appreciate yensu asem Oba community like Bamboi, boss, in Swasem Ayedin, we get our water from the black water. Oko Bole Township, there are areas in Su Asem Ayedin. Oka, almost a Enyama Bina also, MPP na aba nti no nyamo ka no ye ntie ye kura aba no se ambeto sa ambeto no adenti na fi o ye de aba ye se so zanka at least no empefo betie ya asem the 4 years na etwa mu 2012 no 2016 no and amantie ya asem no ma akoma de ya fair enough 2024 year ya to aba so ye hwe nim kan at least ye so ye de na ya aba no na say omo cha de na anye hwe no e papa na wo fie ye nsa beka bibi no eno so ye nsa nka hwe na ye hwe no ya mpenifo ni ye di no omo ni ye ndi ni ye bole Bamboi NDC youth ya mpenifo ni ye no omo ni ye andi ni ye ena enya ade a ye ni su agi afa ho asem no kwa de wo kan eye since obetwa ntro mpenifo ni ye ndi ni ye kura ye ba mpeni de na obeka so anye hwe no momfa ma bonte sofo anye hwe mu wo me that the president alone will not be enough for it because me and me branch executive member no o man peni enyi me boss o man peni oni me ba me MP no he knows me he have my number I can call him say MP I'm coming to Accra MP me how wuni MP bua me e fata kwen so
Philip
boss
obi ka say mo ball no mo ya is selfish. Why don't you think of the broader picture? Say the president anymore. It can be say biawo onimo. No, but no matter what, he is from Mokrum. And the Kanamo person MP enya di bread because on the grassroots no onimo very well. Even regional basis there are regions that had only one minister, the entire region. So the president is from there. President Abusiafo ni nuanom ni ade they are all from that area. Enka enye enough. Say the amount for rather than say the amount you are casting a slur on the presidency of John Mahama. I say mo we ya mo be ma dimbone aba betana mamu no ebe wie no na efie by the time I be a man more than say mo rewrite the wrongs no. Ahwe na mo departing na ajo mama mamu na wuawie o
openyo nyawaka no ewom sa nyawaka no ewom sa enema 2012 no ya hwa ni mu se omanpanyin bi bibia maye no wanye hwa maye ena me ka the boss so at least no once nyawo ken sanity banka ye ko cabinet meeting na also so munye obi ho be kasa ama omo a omanpanyin afọ mu as cabinet ministers ya ye nyina ye ka se o regional balance omo fi savannah no do saying and for the past 4 years no because do saying na that na era hada do saying na nim ye how one mu na aba campaign or rural areas ewu say o hawa me manfo ewo munyi enti omo ko sa cabinet a ebia o yenko enfa school enko mo ebia yenfa life enko mo na mo no uba area ha ebia na ye ha no enkoye school kwa na ye ha no ankoye ebia like akwan kwa there are other pressing issues higher
basa Philip obia district and municipality bia ntimi nya a minister because now show shadia asiwo home municipal it is like Bamboi you're showing the way to say district bia ono so fi say only minister if John Mahama krom for krampo no demonstration how much more obia ono de onim president ni bia owo mi kai ebia western region baby western of central region there's nothing absolutely nothing they should all be up and begin to do demonstrations. Can John Mahama govern? Muna someone peace of mind from a few.
Yeah, boss, no can room. Peace of mind in the Bemano. Ye nini ni asimbia. Bananka me no. Anka menya tuna order for guys from Mumfa cameras. You guys will come from Bamboi to Bole. Na mun share ya kwan.
So we can champion that.
Boss, I'm not like Nyekano. Like it's an insult to men. Yeah, man, for you know more from her.
Philip, Undia the punk anope, me support mo. Anka anope, sorry, ye say. Boli Bamboi for youth, no, as sorry, say. Said the Anna Kufuado Bay and Krum. Chebino. John Mahama and nani and her bally and your bally, sir. And this morning I would have come a prodomo. Nama bombing someone mama say yes. Say Chebi for se fatasa president of free war. Omwa ye honum kama omwa kwani nyama equally John Mahama the second stint making sure so obey bally Bamboi eye rather than going to John Mahama's father's house burning ties, I mean causing disturbances near there. It is about development our bally
development boss.
Yes.
Development now. But boss, make I say. Mr. Bankaso to you are you born. 4 years no, sana yesna. Ehwe man penifo. Edi ya bro. Minti nkase bia o man penini and he alone every time I order there. So mon ko she me krom for na munyeti mai. Ba ye nye how we can say. Boss, over the Savannah regional. The 7 provinces they were it takes this man effort. I will not lie to you. As a maker, as a MP now, like I say, why are DBA and I budget so? Man, this man have suffered for 8 good years. Honorable Yusuf, this man have suffered for the past 8 good years. Prior to this election, boss, the MP at me Bamboi at all, going around in other states constituency, campaigning for them just all because of the party liver power. Or per se, ni bra pejini eba power. Now man way I do when you na party for say a regional balance in bibinia yenjai fine yenjai nemo nya e boss ya unless say bia wo bia wo ti bole Bamboi and bia baka na ya man way this man have suffered for 8 good years bibia ono kwa single handedly
uze mo bole no se si me catch NDC phobia Asafa Ashanti region ha Omunya I can mention like 15 to 20 of them without some document biaso. And John Mahama promised a lean government. Here is the case Akufo-Addo Koron in 80 something, even at the point it was over 100 and something, but over 80 something. John Mahama promise was 60. So he's going to work with smaller ministers. Any idea? And what I don't know, compromise. Namun tiase, namun channel mo energy no. And from penifo so na yemma John Mahama who say a fear any fear.
6.3. Nyawa kano sana ebe no. It will say obe mampeni de enye ye nkwanye dia. Obaye e ma my Ghana nyina. Baye how I can say. Vole Bamboi the only person we will know as we speak now. We are party back. We are brewa. We are branch of Funa. The only person you can call if or how we are, and honorable MP.
Okay.
President, you're fine. Ono the honor Ghana United as an income. No, yes, kaya dear. And I think we are carrying it too. Nya can say, then Niam Penifono can say, or much original balance. This man has been a ranking member.
And Okrasa MP, I shall tell you,
they say, MP Catcher and Roa. Now, I can give you charge. You told us on the platform, say, President Mama Yano, it's enough for us. So we be
maybe some way. Among for the brasses here, James, I say more. You are looking for MP no betterment, not Bole Bamboi. MP ye dear Namope, Nemum and your Bole Bamboi ye dear Namope.
Boss, and your MP betterment, and I make a say, you after this, I can give you like starter. MP no I catch them Mabunu say, you guys should stop what you are doing. Where I started from platform show because now you are showing him concern can last minute here in Sabekabi. Yeah, second I'm not saying no. Now I'm paying NDC party for year. How many ending year? Okay, say ABB and then there. It is in Bonnie Baswano. And as I say, so on the Sadia, you one shall not 4 years have become. Now Bole Bamboi near Sefatan Sanka. So when I wake up call to Penifone say, Omun Shania Sefatayano, no Munyama, and Nasia Kumanto. That's all.
Okay, well, Philip Samabia, and this was where the end of Bole Bamboi.
Yeah, communicator, branch communicator.
Branch communicator. Oh, branch bay.
Oh, Zongo B, Bamboi.
Zongo B, Bamboi. Okay. Philip, we are very grateful. Why?
Bole Bamboi MP oho. Yusuf Sulemana and so Eden Sembi Atuja. And then Semuno or Chrese. On what way is a Mahama fan and say, Omra Bepa the shoe who bepa. Nasa Bole Bamboi youth and then pass it. Appointing until or more ASR. It didn't appointing the pay, appointing the pay for development. And so general man. President ne Muna. Do a man in your sono add your back woman on no free column or the appointment beam and I'm up a yanko Yusuf Sulemana.
Shame when I saw that act yesterday. I have not been sidelined in any way. I am closely in touch with the big man. And for me, His Excellency, the President, is worth 60 minutes. And he's a man who is coming from Bole. What are we looking for a minister to do with? We are looking for a minister, we are looking for an appointment in order that we can bring development to our people. So if you have the president himself coming from that area, what is a minister, what would be a minister's duty in this equation? Okay? So for me,
is that to say, I get the bit about the shame, but is that to say, if you were appointed, you were given an appointment, you would not take it?
If the man says that, you see, this is where I want you to be. If His Excellency John Dramani Mahama tells me that tomorrow morning, I want you to start coming to my house every morning to clean my shoes so that at the end of the day, I'll be comfortable and deliver, I will do it. All I'm saying is that it was a shame that they went into that angle, and that again, for me, we have had enough. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is from Bole, he's the president, and God has been nice to us. He has blessed us with a man. Let us allow him some peace, let us allow him some space to establish his government. I spoke with him through text last night, and I have access to him. So I was a bit surprised when I saw the youth burning ties and all of that. That is not my nature. I have maintained that I will not take anybody to go and lobby for me. He knows me very well. He will call me and send me as and when he wants me to do something for him. And already we have started working to bring development in the area. So I have appealed to them to be calm, and that, like you said, he has not even finished with his appointment. If he deems it fit to say that Yusuf, go and serve here, why not? And so I think that my people should be calmed. So far, the appointments have been very, very fair. Take Upper West, for instance. They delivered 11 over 11. He's given them 2 ministers, a regional minister and a cabinet minister. Go to Upper East, they have 2 ministers. They have delivered 15 over 15 seats. And so everywhere, about 8 regions that did very well have been given 2 ministers, a regional minister and a substantive minister. And that is the same thing that he has done for Savannah region. We have a minister of energy, a very strategic ministry, and we have our regional minister. So I think that our people should be calm. I think that they should give our brother space to establish his government and deliver. Indeed, Ghanaians have been very, very nice to us, the people of Bole, for bringing him back to come and serve Ghana. And so, once again, my appeal is that they should stop misconducting themselves, and that we should give respect to our brother and our traditional rulers over there, and that we should exercise patience to see the development that we expect to get in that area.
It stands to reason then that you did not support this action. It was done on your blind side. Have you interacted with your constituents since these incidents to express your sentiments to them?
Yes, so yesterday it was a journalist, the Inkling FM manager, who drew my attention to that act. So quickly I called the constituency chairman, I called the police, and I also called my elder brother, 2 of my elder brothers, to ensure that they stop the guys from misbehaving. And that was how it was calmed. And then again, I issued a statement condemning the act and appealing to them. And I also went on radio around that same time to appeal to them and to tell them that we have no moral right whatsoever to involve ourselves in that act. And that God has been nice to us for giving us a president. This was a man who came as a vice president, He became a president, went into opposition. It has never happened. God has brought him back. We should be proud of him, and we should be thanking God on a daily basis rather than involving ourselves in this unfortunate act. And so I've spoken to them. In fact, if I didn't intervene, even Bamboi area, they were going to also misconduct themselves. So I stopped them, and the whole of last night, I didn't sleep. I was in touch with the people to ensure that the scam there, that embarrassment, that disgrace must stop. And so we are good to go. I can assure you that things have returned to normalcy, and we are on good course.
I just have this bit for you before Sweetie comes in. You do mention that you interacted with the president via text. Was he disappointed in the actions? Because he's been MP there before. Was he disappointed in the constituents and how they had acted?
He hasn't shown that. I just narrated to him what happened and then also apologized to him because they did that in my name, even though I'm not aware of it. And so as a well-trained brother of his, I thought that I should apologize to him. And he acknowledged my apology. And even this morning as I speak to you, after this interview, I'm heading towards his house. Okay, so there's no any problem. Let me use this opportunity to appeal to all NDC youth across the country that we cannot afford to disappoint Ghanaians, and that we need to give the president and his appointees the maximum cooperation so that they will deliver. And once they deliver, I can assure you, 2028, we can win with ease. And so my appeal to them is that let us not be self-centered. Let us look at the generality of the people's interests, and that we should give our president and their appointees the needed support so that they will make us proud.
Right. Sir, I appreciate your condemnation of these actions, but I'm curious to know, if you were to make an educated guess, where do you think this is coming from? This is about you. Why do you think this is happening?
Now, the truth of the matter is that our youth perhaps thought that if I were put in a very, let's say, strategic place, I will be able to help them. But what they have forgotten is that where I am today, very close to the president, we don't need me as a minister to be able to solve their problems. I have heard some of them saying that if I don't get a position, they don't get the opportunity to be recruited into the forces, they don't get the opportunity to get jobs. And I have told them that even when I was not MP and the president was the president of this nation, he gave me an opportunity. And many of them who were qualified got into so many jobs. And so now that I'm an MP and he's a president, I'm very closer to him than I was, they shouldn't worry. That's the assurance I've given them, that they have no cause to complain. Once the president is alive and I'm around him, their concerns will be met.
Thank you, sir. Please hold for us. Let's get back into the studio and continue the conversation. Now, let's give you some time to reflect. If
I can just make a quick comment with respect to the issue of gender balance and the position of my colleague. I think he's gotten it wrong. When we talk of gender balance in this case, you must also look at the totality of the people that you are talking about. You have a parliament where women in that parliament are far less than men. And so if you are talking about balance, it is not for you to just say that women in parliament should be equal to men in parliament in terms of the sharing of the positions. That is wrong.